back.
Alright YouTube, today we're working with some blonde hair. Okay, now this canvas is not easy. It has a lot to do with the head shape, so I'm going to try to talk you guys through how I basically maneuvered around this cut. Right now we're just going to cut it down to a 2 close. We're going to do a 2 open first on the crown, because you want to leave that crown area thicker than the rest, just because that area grows the shortest. Now I'm going to come back after I'm finished cutting the hair down, just to explain you guys step by step on how I cut this man's hair. Now this haircut is not easy at all. It's not going to look perfect at all at the end, and I will explain that to you when we get there. Alright, so I'm pretty sure you guys know my steps by now if you guys have been watching me for a while. It's pretty simple, but this is where the troubles begin, okay? Honestly, when you're cutting blonde hair that hasn't been dyed to the roots, it kind of gets kind of tricky, okay? So as I'm fading this taper out, the hair is going to be black because it's not blended like dyed to the roots. So as a beginner barber or somebody that doesn't work with blonde hair, what I want you to do is just continue to do your steps and don't worry about the color change of the hair, because that is not something you can fix. Unless you dye hair, then you probably could dye the hair back to the full color that they wanted to. But in this case, that ain't me. And it's probably not a lot of y'all either. So what you want to do is just continue to do your steps. Don't let the colors throw you off, because they can. Okay, this specific side is going to look off when I get done with it, just because of the black is not the black in some areas is going to make it look super dark, and the blonde is going to lighten up some of the other areas, which is going to make the taper look off, like uneven, unblended. But like I said, trust your process, trust your steps. Make sure you do them in the neatest way possible, and just get the blend as best as you can without over detailing it, because once you over detail it, that's when everything starts to go bad. now working on the back, when I get up to this taper, it's gonna be like a kind of a disconnection line because of the where the blonde stops. But honestly, the hair is blended. Like there's not really much you can do when fading into hair like this that have been dyed not too long ago, and the black is starting to grow in at the lower hair lengths. So, like I said before, don't worry about the color. It just go with the flow, man. Just do your steps, trust in your process, and this is one of those. This is one of those things. One of those cuts where you just have to accept how the cut looks, because it's never gonna be perfect unless their hair is dyed to the scalp again, which dyed to the roots, which is not. So, in my case, I just had to do what I could to make the cut look as best as possible. But in the back, we are doing the same exact steps, just with stretched guidelines because we have more room back here. Now switching to the next side, we're going to do the same exact steps. I'm going to speed up this area, then we're going to get right into the lineup. Now here comes the second part of the trickiness. Okay, now on each level, each area of this head, I always lower the lineup areas before lining them up. Okay, now when it comes to the forehead, the front lineup, it is not gonna look, as straight as I can get on other people because of the head shape. Okay, this client right here does have more like skin. I would say more like extra skin on the forehead, which makes it kind of hard to create a nice solid shape on the forehead. Like when you cutting, most of the time when you cutting like super skinny guys, their forehead doesn't really have any extra skin. So if they like move their eyebrows up, there's not going to be nothing there. This client isn't like that. So if he moves his eyebrows up, it's like a lot of extra skin. That kind of maneuvers the way the front lineup looks. You know what I'm saying? So the barbers that feel me. Okay, the people that got experience cutting a lot of different people and a lot of different skin types and hair types, y'all know what I mean. Okay, there's a big difference when you have a lot of extra skin to work with on the front lineup area. So what you want to do is just try your best to get it straight, even though it might not look straight. But yeah, just try to get it straight. As long as it's somewhat symmetrical and your client is happy, you should be good. But don't overthink it. So right here you can see my client kind of has a natural slant to it. The left side definitely grows naturally higher than the right side. So we are going to have to bring that right side up a little bit. Not too exaggerated, but we are going to have to do what we have to do to get this lineup as crispy and straight as possible. Because most of my clients, I want to say a good 92% of my clients, they want straight lineups. They don't really care about how you get it. As long as it's straight when they leave the chair, cool. So what we're going to do is just start in the middle, try our best to cut that right side to match the left side without pushing it back too much, and get it nice and naturally crispy, because we are going to add enhancements, but the enhancements aren't going to be like blonde. Okay, so you guys will see how I do it later on, but that'll be the next step of this haircut. As you can see, I'm using my cocoa trimmers, man. These things are hitting. Not too hard though to where it's like scarring my clients up, but they hit perfect. So if you guys do want to get some cocoa trimmers, you can go to thebarberplug.com and use my code WavyKid at checkout to get you some of these cocoa trimmers. These joints hit fresh out the box. You don't have to worry about zero gapping them at all. Now we're going to add enhancements. We're going to try our best to just make it look as natural as possible. Even though it'll never look too natural because the hair is blonde and this is like a dark brown. But if your client wants enhancements, you give them enhancements. If they don't want enhancements, then you don't. But the whole goal is just to try to get it as natural as possible, but still give it that super crispy look that he's looking for. And we're going to do the razor after this to try to clean up whatever is left on the forehead area.